Let us continue where we left off with the main story of Mobius Final Fantasy and the beginning of Chapter 4. Does the prologue happen or do we skip it? It wasn't story relevant as far as I remember. That didn't make sense.
This place is known as the Runic Highlands. History states that runes were embedded here where chaos holds no sway. But now, all that has changed. Our steps should be filled with caution.
You've been here before.
I know only what the Mughals have told me. I tread here for the first time. I long desired to travel the world, but wanderlust was a luxury I could ill afford.
Have you ever been out of the castle at all?
I must confess, my life has been a trifle sheltered. But saying I've never left isn't accurate either.
Trust me, you'll get sick of it soon enough. I'll grab their attention. Then you can see the sights.
Now I failed to record the beginning of the episode. And apparently we skip the prologue area because actually there was an additional area before this happened in the main game where Vox teleports us elsewhere, which doesn't make any sense at all because Sarah isn't with us at that moment for some reason, where we are to find our light. It is one gigantic test in which we at the end get this sub job where we can switch between two jobs in combat. So let's just look what the pathway holds and go on. Sorry again for the missing cutscene.
Cascading strength.
Still have the wrong card here.
My story is not over yet.
Yeah? Ah.
You got here in a hurry.
I suppose so. You fought on my behalf, so I could not help but worry for your safety.
Your job is to act regal. That's all people expect.
I am not sure what you mean. I can be more than a burden on your shoulders.
That's so.
I could not stay by you were I not prepared to fight.
I can handle things. You stay safe.
Do you not believe me or not trust me?
You're a princess. Think of what would happen at the castle should you fall in battle. Don't want people to despair.
I most humbly thank you for your largesse.
Everything's going wrong today. During the cutscenes, chapter 4. Okay, let's continue where we left off. Hopefully without skipping any further dialogue.
Such scenic landscapes heal both the heart and the mind, do they not? Yet I know this place.
Isn't this your first time here?
It is, but there's a familiar warmth. I wish I could say exactly why.
I've had a similar experience as well. When I first arrived in Palamecia, the wind blowing through my hair reminded me of home. It shouldn't have. I've lost all memories of there.
But the land isn't the only thing here that comforts me. I know that this is the first time that we have traveled together, but I cannot help feeling that I have strolled through the rays of sun here, alongside someone dear to me.
I will not waver.
Not half bad.
I know what you're thinking. Not half bad.
Maybe.
If your smile was any wider, it would split your face in half. Ugh,
Uh-huh.
come on. We've been together for what? How long now? Well, at least you're happy. I hope you enjoy your stroll with the princess, while you still can.
Ability weakenings. So, the light crystal chamber, okay. It is normally a huge way. You have to cycle the crystal on two paths to get to it. So it is really a long way normally.
Can't fight this!
Pretty long fight actually.
Victory!
Perhaps it's time to rest our legs. I do not tire easily. Please, we must press onward.
What is this?
Princess! Princess Sarah! Princess Sarah! We have been lost ever since you embarked on your journey, with no one to guide us. If we cannot gaze upon your visage, then we cannot die. We cannot live, Princess Sarah. We need the light of hope that only you can bring.
We must best Chaos. It is the only way to save these unfortunate souls. Come, we have dallied too long.
Path of darkness, so there are this time multiple steps.
Mr. Fury! Enough! You're worried about the castle.
I don't understand. Why?
I know. But you couldn't predict how they would react. I'm sure you'll get used to it eventually.
I suppose.
If you're worried, you could always turn back.
That is what you wish of me?
It's your choice.
And if you were to choose, what would you do?
It's not for me to say.
It would set my mind at ease were you to make my choice and remove all doubt.
And tell you to go?
I did not say that.
Yeah, Dark Boss, they said? I don't see any.
One more!
You're looking good!
Oh well.
What's this? It appears to be a letter.
To my beloved.
It's for me?
Would you...
Please, let me take a look.
The curtains in our living room have begun to fade, so I have chosen to replace them. I'd like the new ones to be a shade as red as the evening sun. Your favorite color. Or is that just the color you have made your heart?
Well,
Obviously not for me. So, who wrote it?
it's signed by... Oh my.
What's wrong?
It's nothing. Oh no!
That was weird. But there are many people in this world who share the main character's name. So...
I'll break your spirit!
coincidence
Give me
that we
her.
found?
One more!
You will notice the path of darkness is filled with
Don't
darkness.
worry about what's happening at the castle. Those left behind live to fight against chaos. You cannot continue to blame yourself. You saw as much as I the bravery and valor that they displayed as they fought their utmost.
And I also saw how they struggled as they breathed their last. One of my most solemn duties as nobility is to not shy away. I must witness their sacrifices with my own eyes, and I pledge to do exactly that. But leaving you and returning will accomplish nothing. For another one of my duties is to be with you as you fight to the bitter end.
Bitter end? I have no intention of dying that easily.
Yes, I want you to remain hale and hearty.
And the crystal chamber.
There's its weak spot!
Are you up for some more?
I better check the recording. A bad feeling. Being a presence must be quite draining. Is it? It is the only life I have ever known. I do not pretend at comparing my position with others.
What have I done? Why did I not see the pain my actions would cause?
They're facing the consequences of their own choices.
How heartless!
Without you, we cannot live or fight. They're thrusting responsibility for their own lives onto you.
I thought the same way until recently. I kept my true feelings hidden within, but I cannot anymore. I see it clearly now. I understand the despair of not having anyone for whom to live, for whom to yearn. Serving as a beacon of hope has bestowed upon me a unique sense of clarity. Yes, I feel their pain as if it were my own.
Anyway, I wanted to check the recording. So, short pause. Okay, seems mostly fine. A bit in battle lag, but I hope you will survive it. Anyway, onward to the next area. I kinda missed on the dark path. In the original, the Warrior of Light and Princess Sarah had a discussion if it is truly acceptable for the Warrior of Light to accept the power of darkness from the temple.
Finish. See ya.
And the princess answered that some forms of hope can only
Finish.
be found in the dark. I like that. It's a shame they took that out. But I guess it's not relevant enough to keep in.
Well fought!
Another letter? And it's addressed to me. Perhaps it's better to say that it's intended for someone with the same name.
My beloved, I commissioned a new chair for you with a cushion fashioned out of the finest leather and the color that you love so much. The refreshing hue of the setting sun we once viewed from atop that tower. I pray that my letters are reaching you safely. I do hope that we can see each other again before this new chair grows old. Your dearest, Sarah.
Yours dearest, Sarah.
Well, it cannot be me. Never have I asked someone to fashion a chair.
The letters setting sun must refer to the evening skies over some mystical place.
I, too, have special memories of a day just like that. Utterly mysterious.
She sweeps it under the rug.
Okay, Mushroom Road. They completely deleted Memulus and Mimus from this chapter here. There were two Muggles.
Fist of fury.
So strong!
We've been pushing too hard. Let's rest.
No, we must make haste. I have abandoned my people for far too long. We must best chaos and return the light of hope to people's eyes.
There's no we about it. I'm the one who will be taking up arms against chaos.
You are right.
Don't worry. Leave the hard work to me. The world will be saved if I become the Warrior of Light and fulfill my charge. I'll worry about what I have to do. As for you, Sarah, you are a princess. Keeping yourself safe is paramount over everything.
Yes. I know now that I was not mistaken in choosing you above all others.
That is quite the statement.
What are you doing? Unhand me this instant!
Forgive us, Princess! Master, up ahead is our homeland, Mogheim! Come on, Kapo!
I wonder if the prophecy said anything about Moogle abductions. You're watching my every move, aren't you, Vox? Oh, look. Another letter from our mysterious Sarah.
My beloved dude, remember how I commissioned a chair? I also ordered 2 canes. One for me and one for you. They're quite firm but light. I hope you'll find it useful. Yours dearest, Sarah.
Canes? Huh. Are these two a couple in their twilight years?
And Mockheim. This temple down here was a bonus area if I remember correctly. A pretty tough one at that.
Fist of Fury!
Shadow Warrior. 2 Shadow Warriors.
You're looking good!
As the name implies, Mockheim is a village of the Moogles. It feels good to get that off my chest, Kupo. Welcome to Mockheim, Kupo. Master, don't worry about Sarah. She's safe with us. Not that we doubt your strength, but your journey will only get more arduous from here, Kupo. We don't want Palamisa to lose hope should something happen to Sarah. It's not that we don't respect her wishes, we just want her to recognize what it means to be of royal blood, Kupo. We're sorry for the commotion earlier, Master. What do we have to do to get in your good graces, Kupo? Maybe you want a new friend for your journey? We Moogles may share memories, but that doesn't mean we interpret them the same way. We each got our own opinions, so sometimes we have to talk with each other to hammer out a plan. And that's what we're going to do right now. Then I state again, it's too dangerous for Sarah to take leave of the castle, Kupo. And if we protect her, then that'll remove a burden from your shoulders too, Master. Now if I could only find someone to talk to. We may have just the thing, Kupo. Many of the Moogles think that we can trust you with keeping Sarah safe. But when it came down to it, well, you know the rest. We most humbly apologize for the trouble we caused, Kubo. All I want is a little hug. And then I help you however I can, Kubo. Are you really Master? You look so much more handsome than I was led to believe.
Look, another letter addressed to you.
I'm sick of them.
Allow me, my beloved. I hope this letter finds you well. I still think back on the time I spent waiting for you with the Moogles. Although I was sad then, I now recall the hope I clutched tightly in my chest. And to this day, that hope continues to light my path. Perhaps waiting is one of the many responsibilities of a noble family's daughter. I still wait forever and always. Yours, Sarah. All the time we have spent together has shown me so much and filled me with joy. Alas, I had forgotten my purpose.
You'll stay behind?
Yes.
And that letter from before, you wrote it to me? You're angry at me? I don't get it.
Must I say it aloud? It pains me to think that there are other Sarahs in your life who think of you. I shall remain here, awaiting your safe return.
Yeah. And so I must fight alone once more. Although comparing Fox and Sarah, I know which one I would gladly lay my life down for. I could think of worse things than seeing a smile of contentment on her face. Was this too foretold? Is this my destiny? If someone had predicted how she thinks and feels, and how I respond and act. Cruel place.
Chapter 4, Part 2. Doubt and Illusion.
My head swam when I first awoke in Palamecia, and I could remember nothing but my own name. I could only move forward on the path laid out before me, an ancient prophecy. If I failed, I would falter and stagnate like the many blanks who came before me. Yet I succeeded. I survived, and have come all this way. And through it all, I earned Sarah's trust. But I never stopped to think about what I was doing. I blindly followed the prophecy. Yet in the end, is it a prophecy worth fulfilling?
Master, I know that no one can take Mog's place, but I'm here to serve you just the same. I'm Mog, Capo.
Hi.
I know everything about you and your travels that Mog knew. So I hope that you can think of me in the same way.
Not that easy.
I guess it isn't. Then let me show you that I can be a good companion. After all, we Moogles love to be loved, Capo.
Kapow! Okay, but I will end my recording here. Probably not the entirety of this episode, but just to let you know, it's getting late. And I messed up enough today. Anyway, good night.
So, now that it's just the two of us, spit it out!
Huh?
You know what I mean! You and Sarah!
What about us?
Don't play coy! The two of you get as close as peas in a pod, and now that you're separated, your heart must be shattered into pieces.
You seem annoyingly pleased.
Pretending to care's fun. So, come on and share with me what's hidden deep, deep within your heart.
Where was all this delusional excitement when she was actually here?
Why, I would be loath to intrude. Surely you don't think I'm so uncouth as to make myself the third wheel?
And I thought you were upset that I gave all my love to Sarah and had none left for you.
Well, aren't we the jokester today? Of course you and Sarah were meant to be together. That's what the prophecy says, right? And as for me, I'm just a simple fairy, bound to your service whether I like it or not. So, it doesn't matter to me one little bit if you're swapping spit with her. I don't care! Do whatever you want!
We're not swapping spit. Good to know you're still your normal, insufferable self.
Insufferable? What are you? Just say, Echo, all I need is you. In that flat tone of yours. Come on now, out with it!
Echo, all I need is you.
Okay, welcome back to Mobius Final Fantasy. This chapter is apparently cursed. I forgot. I failed again to properly start the episode. So I took that one step, and it's of course not possible to repeat this one. Anyway, before I forget it again, there is difficulty normal. And I'm using the red mage job. So let's continue onward. The crystal's now yours for the viewing. Kaboom! That's great. Now we can make for the continent.
I get it now, Kapo. All ready to go. Kapo, Kapo, Kapo.
Deep conversations.
Sarah sent a message back to the castle. Everyone's glad she's safe, Kapo. Now their hearts are filled with hope once more.
That was easy. They had looked so despondent when Sarah left.
Well, there's another reason they're happy, Kapo. They don't sense the presence of chaos anymore.
Good to hear.
Unfortunately, no. It's only a matter of time before he comes again. He's seen all the hard work that you've done gathering the runes, Kapo. And so, he's after you.
Then we fight.
But you're not strong enough to defeat him yet, Kapo.
Why not?
Because your heart isn't in it. You need to be single-minded of purpose. The warrior of light is to rise from the depths of the darkest night.
Okay, darkest night. Whatever.
Ready for this?
I was playing in hard difficulty just now, and the difference between those two is so obvious, it's scary. Where's old chaos again?
Chaos really came to chase after me alone.
That means that he recognizes your strength and unwavering determination, Capo.
You said I had to rise from the depths of the darkest night, yeah?
Capo?
Another prophecy?
Yes.
Who made these prophecies? If you know of them, then obviously someone must have thought them up.
Well, that does make sense. But I've never really given it much thought, Capo.
Then do.
Capo. In Palamecia, things far in the past are likely to be forgotten, Capo. It doesn't really matter who said the prophecy, but rather what the prophecy has to say, Capo.
What kind of an answer is that? If you don't know who the prophecy's author is, how can you trust it? Wait, everything's starting to make sense. If everyone here goes off baseless assumptions, no wonder this world seems so off.
That is a rather scary thought. And now rushing through these lands. Hey, look, suddenly volcano. I'm pretty sure that was Greenland just now.
Behold! March with bravery.
Does it hurt anywhere?
Nope.
You said that I couldn't win because my heart isn't in it.
Victory sometimes means despair.
And that's why I need to rise up from despair, right? So I can claim victory. I despair from fighting an unwinnable fight. And from there, I rise up again.
Maybe I shouldn't ask this, but are you in despair now?
A bit.
A bit's not enough. Only when you plummet into its deepest recesses can you thrive. But I'm glad you're on the way.
By the way, originally we had to go a long way to the temple around because these purplish lands are infected by Chaos's energies and are full of fiends, and Moog is too scared to go through here. So we indulge him go around, but on the way back we have to go through. Because we hurry before Chaos reaches Moogheim. We mustn't let that guy have his move, because these shadow mages usually can cancel our magic stat. That really cripples you with a mage job.
My Moogle compatriots have told me that they're ready to impede Chaos's progress, Capo.
The Moogles? No, it's too dangerous.
They want to say goodbye.
Are they insane? Is this what it means to despair? No, It's not despair, it's anger.
A warrior of light is prophesied to rise from despair. For it is only from the depths of the abyss that true hope can be born.
Leave with a crappy weapon. Okay, let's face chaos. Even without despair. But first his goons.
Get out of here!
No. No.
Why? Why? Not again. It's the same thing that happened to Mog. Do you think that stealing my friends away from me will crush my spirit? That I'll lay over and die? You've misjudged me. You haven't crushed me, only made me want to fight harder.
So we face Meredith, or however she's called. Yeah.
Ready to die? End of the line. Say goodbye.
I'm so proud of you.
Chaos, you're next on the list. This ends here and now.
Interesting. You do not despair.
Why would I despair? I'm too angry for that.
What would you think if it were Sarah instead?
If it were Sarah,
Should Sarah be the one to fall instead of the Moogle, how would you react?
you're pathetic.
You know nothing, do you?
Wait, are you testing me again? What? Is anyone there? Answer me. Garland. Anyone. Vox. I know you can hear me. Where do I go from here? Sarah, how can I protect you now?
We were not meant to fight chaos yet. Let's just hope Sarah's okay. Oi. Micro shoes.
Paragon! Chew on this! Say goodbye.
No.
Do not worry, she is merely unconscious. I pledge to watch over her until she awakens. Until then, you must fight. Of course, this place is fraught with peril. The Mughals and I shall make sure Sarah safely reaches the castle.
You have my thanks.
Away to the teleportation stone.
Well, you have the man. So Sarah is okay. And Garland is protecting her.
You're looking good!
This letter, I suppose it came from farther up the river.
Dearest, I must provide you with ill tidings. War is about to break out with our neighboring nation. So many people here have lost hope, and I cannot help but wonder. Have you lost hope as well? Yours dearest, Sarah.
That soggy letter can only contain drivel, as watered down as the river on which it came.
And you think it's from Sarah?
Who knows?
It's addressed to me.
Is it truly intended for you? Or is it just addressed to someone who bears the same name?
What are you implying? That I'm a nobody?
No, no. Just your name is one that makes Palamecia go around and around in a never-ceasing spiral.
Meaning what?
Ah, good to see you taking an interest. But you shall have no answers until chaos is defeated.
Tease.
Look over there. Hope takes many forms in this world, but that is the one which will fill it with light. For you see, the warrior of light, he who is destined to fight against chaos, can harness it. In other words, only the warrior of light is able to open the way. And if you are the chosen one, then you shall have the answers you seek. Yet it will not be easy.
How do we get there?
By pressing on. Every step you have taken since arriving in Palamecia has brought you ever closer.
Congrats!
How dare you touch me? Remove your filthy claws. I could scarce bear to leave your side, so I secretly departed from Moghain and followed your tracks. I knew, within my heart of hearts, that it was right to do. And then, this vile Garland. Look, we are almost there.
Princess, you are to head back to the tower and wait for us to bring good tidings.
But
We both agree that you only serve as a burden to us here.
then I have no choice.
What was that light?
We will find out.
Behold! Chew on this! Paragon!
Warrior, you have seen the light.
What?
Princess Sarah, of course. You have seen the soft light emanating from her graceful form.
We both know that it was an illusion you set up to trick me.
No, the radiance did come from the princess herself. Perhaps I have talked about the light of hope. Indeed, it is none other than the brilliance shining from Princess Sarah.
What do you take me for? Light doesn't just shine from people's bodies like a torch.
Ah, yes. Palamecia is a world of hope unbound, a land of prophecy. Miracles are not fairy tales. We call them miracles because they are infrequent. Surely a warrior of light would recognize that what he saw was the light of hope itself.
Wait, weren't you the one to say that you felt no light around me? That I was lacking in hope? So what you're saying is, if I were to become filled with hope, that I would give off a light much like that of Princess Sarah's?
I have the highest expectations that you will restore hope to all whom it was so violently wrested from.
Feel free to think what you like.
So, the light of hope. It shines from the people. We know you. Hello, Marilyn.
I hope you like pain.
I got excited watching that.
Whatever floats your boat to Echo. Perhaps you wish me to teach you more, but my well of knowledge has unfortunately run quite dry. Prophecies, legends, experiences, they all blend into each other until you cannot tell one from the others. And they all get in the way. And they wouldn't want that. I know that you will triumph over chaos. She doesn't shine as before. Does that mean that I've lost hope? Is something wrong? It's nothing. When this fight is over and we return to the Citadel... Never mind, we'll cross that bridge when we get it. That could very well happen.
I have a present.
prophecy?
No, it is a custom that has existed here for many years. May you fight with confidence.
I will.
Wait! I will miss you with all my heart.
Is this where we part? Does that mean Sarah, she knew this? Is this some kind of joke? Then this played out like someone expected. But then who? Who? Vox? That'd be great. And what would happen were I to stop fighting? What then? That doesn't sound half bad.
If you wish to become the Warrior of Light, then you must visit the world in which my master resides.
Your master? Who is this master?
The Elder Warrior of Light.
We will see where it leads us, but that will be next episode, as this will end here. And join me then again, if you want. Until then, I'm Mace, and don't get lost.